guys, how are we doing? Right, today we're going to have a bit of a look at some stretching and mobility bits that you can do for counteracting working at a desk. So I'm just going to do some lower body bits that we can do and some upper body bits for neck and shoulders, but also the first thing I want to talk about is making sure that you get up on a regular basis. So whether that's just going for a little walk, going and just breathing away from your desk a little bit and just resetting that posture. So we should have our arms down by our sides when we're walking, but a lot of things counteract us when we have our shoulders coming in, and this isn't a great place to be working from. Okay, so we want to be able to bring our shoulders back and down, and we want to make sure we've got a nice setup at our desk so that we can keep our spine as upright. So that might mean bringing our mouse and keyboard more forwards and our screens at a position so that we aren't looking down or up too much, and we're keeping that neutral spine as we do. So you might just want to have a look at that first and making sure that you're keeping those things in. So that might mean getting something to elevate it. I use books for one of my screens and a box for the other one to make sure that they're at a good height. And then you want to make sure that you can keep your shoulders back as much as you can. So when it comes to keyboard and typing, we're not outstretching and rolling our shoulders forward, we're just bringing those back, just relaxing that back a little bit, and then when we're moving around with our mouse. But that has to translate down into the lower body as well, so we might want our feet just a little bit elevated to take pressure off higher up into our hips, but we want to make sure that our spine is nice and neutral. Okay, so taking a break every hour for 5 minutes and just standing, and then you can do these bits as often as you want to. So you could do those calves movements that we've done in the morning movement, just to move those shoulders back out again, make sure that they're working in good planes of motion. But we could also, at the end of the day, do some stretching. So you could add in those stretching videos that I've done before, but also this good stretch. So we're going to come down and lie flat on the floor, take our arms out to a T position. We're going to keep our shoulders pinned to the floor. We're going to bring one leg up and we're going to drop it over to the side so that we're getting a nice lower back stretch. And we're just going to breathe until we relax that all the way down as far as it will go. So just a nice big deep breath, and then you're going to take your head over to the opposite way to your knee. So I've got my left knee going over, so my head's going to the left. Just let that sit there. If you want to use one hand and just gently guide it a little bit further down, take that stretch a little bit deeper, as long as you keep this left shoulder down. Through there. Then we're going to come back the other way. I'm going to take the other knee up and bring it across. Just a few big deep breaths and make sure we can bring that over as far as it wants to go. And then we're going to look to our right this time. And then if you feel like you want to, you can just gently guide that knee a little bit further down. It might not be all the way to the floor, and that's totally fine. Just there. Okay, and then bring that back to the centre. Just then hug the knees in and just roll around. Just rolling around. Just give that back a little bit of a massage. Beautiful. Okay, next one. So I've got a yoga ball here. So this is a yoga ball. So you could use a foam roller if you've got it. You could use a long cushion, something that's going to elevate you off the ground just a little bit. I'm sure you've got something at home that you can use. And what we're going to do here, just turn it this way, is I'm going to come and lay myself over the bolster. My bum's on the floor, and I'm going to bring myself over. I just bring my bum off the floor, but what we're going to aim to do is just let those shoulders open out. I'm going to open out that chest again, and just open out through there. So it might be a stack of pillows, could be, I'm trying to think what else we could, a really big blanket on top of a couple of pillows, or just bolstered up, so you can let your shoulders drop and open back out, and counteract that position of having rolled them forward a bit during the day. And just relax there. Nice big deep breaths. And hold there. Hold there for as long as you feel comfortable doing so. The other way we're then going to do is the other way. So we're going to bring that bolster or whatever we have between our knees. We're then going to come over and hug it into a child's pose, so we can take our arms back and just let everything relax. Mainly focused, so we want to get as low as we can with our bum towards our heels, and then just sit through there and let our shoulders open that way, and let our lower back jiggle around. So bring our legs a little wider, just fiddle around with where it feels best, and let that bolster support you however you've made your bolster. And then you can carry on and do hip stretches and hip flexors, hamstrings, opening up the hips through various different bits that we've done. So find some of the other videos on lower body stretching just to help those out. But getting that posture corrected as you sit at your desk is going to help counteract those feelings. Okay?